Do you have a rare and valuable penny coin? Well, today we're going to be looking at some Lincoln pennies that are worth a lot more money than 1 cent. We're going to start off here first with a 1978 Lincoln penny. Now this coin looks completely normal on the reverse of the coin like any penny would. However, when we flip the coin over, you can see it looks distorted and you can't really see the clear design on the obverse of the coin. And that is a counter blockage. It is a mint error taking place on the penny that gives the coin value. And that's why this coin ended up selling for $288 at auction. Moving right along to a 1977 Lincoln cent. Now this is something that can be passed up by so many people. I mean, you can't even tell by looking at the coin if it's valuable or not. You really got to listen to this one. All right, so this coin weighs 3.7 grams. Now in 1977, these coins, Lincoln pennies, are supposed to weigh 3.1 grams. If you find a 1977 penny that weighs 3.7 grams, or any penny that weighs 3.7 grams, it was probably struck onto a thicker planchet. And that will obviously give the coin some extra weight, and that gives the coin extra value as well. So this penny ended up selling for $85, all because it weighs 3.7 grams. So all you have to do is really weigh each penny that you have. Prior to 1982, the transitional year from copper to zinc, all those pennies prior to 1982 are supposed to weigh around 3.1 grams. 3.7 grams is going to be valuable, or a lot more valuable than 1 cent. Really depends on the condition or the grade of the coin as well. All right, this next coin from 1974, again, looks pretty normal there on the reverse of the coin. You can kind of see it faded out there in the top left side of the penny here, around the 10 o'clock mark on the coin. And as we flip the coin over, you can see why it is faded out on the reverse, because we have this extra metal here on the obverse of the coin. That is a die break, which we also refer to as a cud. So that extra metal, big blob of metal there is on the rim of the coin going through the word liberty. That is a die break. These can be much smaller, these can be even larger than this, but when you find one this large, they are desirable by coin collectors. People will pay good money for them, really depending on the date, the condition, how large the die break is. All those things will affect the value. So this coin ended up selling for $145. Here's a similar instance taking place on a 1970 Lincoln cent. You can kind of see it faded out there at the bottom of the coin on the word cent. Now, if we flip the coin over, you can see again a large die break at the top of the coin going through Lincoln's hair there. All right, so this 1970 penny ended up selling for over $100 because of that die break. So always pay attention to your coins. You never know. Some can be much smaller and harder to find, and you really got to inspect each coin closely. So over $100 for that one. Now in 1956, they were making wheat pennies with the wheat cent reverse, and in 1956 they're actually very common coins, but this one is very valuable. The coin sold for $456 because it has been double struck. So you can see the wheat stocks going through Lincoln's shoulder. You can see the lettering on Lincoln's head and even on the neck and the torso there. So that is the reverse design that was struck here on the obverse of the coin, and you can see the obverse design here as well on the reverse. So you can see that 1956 date there. Obviously, you know, the outline of Lincoln himself, the whole obverse design there on the reverse. So $456, and this coin has been cleaned. So do not clean your coins, because it will take away a lot of value from them, especially rare mint error coins like this one. This coin could have sold maybe for $1,000 or $800, but because the coin was cleaned, $456. So big difference in values. If you do, clean your coins, definitely stay away from that. Now here's a 1955 wheat penny. Now this one here has a retained die break on the obverse of the coin, and you can see that there going through the phrase "In God We Trust," as well as on Lincoln's head there. And then on the reverse, you'll see that die break or cud there on the right side of the coin by the wheat stock. So that's a smaller die break there in comparison to some of the other ones that we just previously looked at. But the obverse has that retained die break as well. So this coin ended up selling for $168. Now here's another double strike, and this one is not as noticeable. So if you're not really going through your coins each individually and inspecting them closely through your coin microscopes or coin loops, which we have all those products available at the link below this video. And we can see here on this coin, you can very faintly see the date there, 1951 with the S mint mark. You can see the lettering that has been double struck, the Liberty going through the torso of Lincoln. And here on the reverse, you'll see that as well, the reverse design double struck and rotated as well. So always pay attention to your coins. This coin sold for over $400 as well. Now here's a 1944 penny that is in beat up, terrible condition, right? You know, 1944 pennies, again, are very common coins, especially to have in this condition. But if we flip the coin over, you can see that it does not have a reverse design. This has a split planchet. All right, so this is a genuine mint error, and it adds value to the penny. This wheat penny sold for $144 because of that mint error. Now, had the coin been in much better condition, could have sold for hundreds or, you know, even into the thousands if it was a very high grade. Now, here is a 1922 wheat penny. If you guys are not familiar with the 1922 wheat penny, in the year 1922, they only made these coins with the D mint mark below the date. So if you find a 1922 wheat penny in your grandpa's old coin collection, or maybe a coin collection you inherited from a family member, you know, if you find a 1922 penny without that D mint mark, missing the D mint mark, it is valuable. In this condition, this coin sold for $780 at auction. So every grade matters on a coin like this. I mean, you know, you're talking 2 grades higher or 5 grades higher make a tremendous difference in value. I mean, it can mean thousands of dollars in differences based on the grade of the coin. So always look for the 1922 that is missing that D mint mark there. Now, this coin is also special because it does have a mint error as well. It has an obverse lamination, which we can see there to the right of Lincoln's nose. Now, that's a pretty minor lamination, but it's something cool that is kind of extra with the 1922 missing that D mint mark. So $780 for 1 cent because of those reasons. So always inspect your wheat pennies, your Lincoln pennies, and all your other coins. And check out the other coin videos here on the channel if you want to learn about other quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies, and even dollar bills that you guys can be looking for from the bank that are rare and valuable. And don't forget to hit that link in the comments below if you guys want to go get some coin collecting supplies. My coin book is also tagged to this video as well. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.